Hi everyone. This is um this is me, Lucas, also known as Jackie1, but I actually don't go that by that name anymore. And no, it's not what you're thinking. It's more of, let's just say it's a dead username. It's literally not accessible anymore. Um, I had a commenter posting on the "Hi, I'm Jackie Mon, recommender of Dora" in BFDI that like what happened to that channel? Well, YouTube, it was always, yeah, it got deleted by them, and it was a long time ago. I made some stupid mistakes, and that was back then, but now it's over a decade later. Oh my gosh. And I just and I wanted to go over just sort of some things that um viewers want might still want from me. Um so like why did you stop posting? Like you had um these videos of your fanfic and you didn't post anything like for 11 months. Well, again, this fanfic was something I created via Google Plus back when it was first came out, and I thought, oh, um, well, there were fans of it, and I got fan art, so I thought, well, maybe it will do well here, but I see the view count and it's just not, there's no audience. There was one commenter, but I don't know, it didn't generate the same hype, and I understand it, the actual audience has gotten a lot bigger since I was last active, which was back in 2015. Yep, 10 years ago. My gosh. So, and it also, I realized that I stumble over words and I don't want to do that. And I have little editing skills. Like, I have no idea how to do that. But I'll try to learn more as maybe the next year goes on. But I'm so proud that the video that I posted gotten this many views. I mean, over 500 views for many channels nowadays isn't a lot, but for me it is. And I'm glad that there are people out there who saw that video and decided to give me a chance to hear my my perspective. Um, it's not often that this sort of video happens. You you hear from users that are either still active and have made a presence all year, ever since from the very beginning, kind of like Adam Katz or even Cat Young. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. So Cat YJ98, um, and others that have made more of an impact, like a real good impact, and uh, it's gotten to the point where, unfortunately, the audience of the average audience member of an object show feels too distant from my interest. Uh, I have not seen a BFTIA episode in so long. I still keep up on Inanimate Insanity, but more as a casual. and that might put some viewers off, and I understand. But as for objects themselves, I mean, I still love them. I really I would like to create some stories around objects, but not necessarily in this object show where you have an good animation, or and hire a team. Like, it takes time and effort to do all of that, and it also requires skills that you need to build up over a period of time that I am just not interested in investing in. So what I'd rather do is, maybe for next year and maybe even later this year, I'll just like post some stories that I like more than this I fanfic that I did over 10 years ago, which I found cringe. It's very cringeworthy. And so these stories are gonna be like more mature than your average object show. And it's not gonna be really an object show. It's gonna be like object adjacent. It's with these living objects. Inanimate objects is actually kind of an oxymoron, um, because if you take inanimate in its definition, it's basically not alive. So say object show adjacent stories, and I think for those of you who like long stories, this will be a good fit. Mystery, maybe greater character development that you wouldn't ever get if you just hired a team for full on animation shows, because it takes time, it takes effort, and I still want this channel to be very genuine. It's not gonna be possible to be like 100% genuine, because again, you need to put on some kind of persona that you wouldn't have if you were just talking with a friend or a family member. It's kind of talking to just a computer, and you have to either imagine an audience or just talk as if you're talking to yourself, and it's all confusing. But yeah, I want to know if there's any commenters, or if there's any viewers out there that um, want to know more about my story, and maybe about what I experienced, especially after 2015. Even talking about the active years that I was on the OSC is very heartwarming. Um, and yeah, that's about it. If you have any suggestions, just put them down in the comments. All right, see you guys.